got an engine, we're responsible for it. My name's Donald Carlson. I'm the fleet administrator. I've been here about 11 years. Came to the county from the aftermarket world. I worked at a Ford dealership for a handful of years. I ended up working for an independently owned Goodyear dealership as a master tech for them. When a job opened up at the county, I took the opportunity. I was also a volunteer with the fire service at the time. So I had already been involved in government work and working with government agencies prior to this. So I kind of came in, not at the very bottom, but not far from it. And over the course of almost 12 years, I've worked my way up into the front office. So a typical day for us would be come in the morning, start about 6:30, 6:45, people start getting here. By 7 o'clock, we're answering phones, typing work orders, if any vehicles were left overnight, dropped off. Most of your emergency services, they're operating 24/7, and most of them have access to our property after hours to drop a vehicle off or pick it up even though we're not here. So first thing in the morning, we're checking that box, we're typing up work orders, getting ready for the day, seeing what our workload is. From the front office, we're getting the work orders ready. We give them to Josh, who's our shop supervisor. From there, he has a box down the hallway where he assigns the workload out to the technicians depending on the work and the level of the technician that's getting the work.
I mean, we are important. We keep the ambulances on the road. We keep the police cars on the road. There's not a lot of places that would, especially the ambulance work, there's not a lot of places that would do that. Mainly in the rear compartments and stuff like that. I don't know of any other place that would do that. Not locally.
One of the biggest deceptions, even amongst county employees, is that fleet just changes oil. We don't just change oil, we do everything. You never know what you're gonna work on. One minute you can be working on a generator, the next minute you can be working on a car, then you can be working on a boat, then you can be on a lawnmower, you can be on a tractor. You never know what's gonna come in. We've done stuff with the boats, right? The best way to test the boat is in the water. So we've had to get in the shop truck and go down to the lake and meet the people down there at the lake, or even take the boat ourselves. And then you're trying to make sure you have the proper equipment in the truck to work on the boat while you're there, because you don't want to be out in the middle of the water and not be able to fix it. So, you know, we do stuff like that. We've been out on job sites before where vehicles are stuck in the mud because they went out on a construction site, they get stuck, and a rollback can't get back there to get it. So then we're out there in the shop trucks and cables and chains trying to pull them out. If it's got an engine on it, we're fixing it.
Anything needs to be ordered. I keep track of our inventory, determine what we need to stock, how much we need to stock. Regular parts from filters, brake pads, cleaners. When you're dealing with emergency vehicles, pretty much anything that you can think of is not going to be standard. We have one right now. We have a vehicle that has a part that's messed up on it, and we're being told that there are none of these parts available in the United States anywhere. Our tech that was working on it has done what he can to make it viable to be back on the road till we can get the correct parts. But I'm working with the manufacturer now to try to source something outside the United States to see if we can find something.
My relationship with cars started when I was about 13, 14. I was into four-wheelers, got kind of into four-wheeler racing a little bit, and real quickly that converted. By the time I was 15, I was building race cars in my hometown, and I was going to the racetrack every Friday and Saturday night, driving race cars up until I was about 20, 21. But I went to college for automotive because I liked racing and being around cars so much. And by the time I got out of college, I went automotive, and I've been in automotive ever since.
Ever since I was a kid, I've always worked on cars. My dad, tractors, pretty much everything with wheels.
As far as being a mechanic, most mechanics love the challenge. Most of us are here not because it's fun, because we go home with dirty hands, busted up arms. We look like we got in a fight with a cat sometimes, working behind trim panels and all that. But at the end of the day, we're all problem solvers. You know, some people like doing puzzles, some people like doing coloring books for fun. For us, we like the challenge of an inanimate object, AKA the car, coming in and giving us a problem and us being able to solve it. Most of us will tell you kind of the same thing. We don't like to be outsmarted by an inanimate object.
I like the challenge of being able to do all this. It's something that takes a lot of effort, and you have to, it takes time to figure out what you're doing, to learn what you're doing with it. And it can be a challenge, and it's not the same thing day to day.
My favorite part of the job, I guess, would be the camaraderie within the guys in the shop. You know, yeah, we're here doing work, we're staying busy all day. The work just keeps coming, so no matter what, we're always busy. But trying to have just a good time throughout the day, joking around, you know, messing around with each other throughout the day kind of breaks it up a little bit. As well as, you know, we do have some what we call clienteles, I guess, our customers, which would be county police officers, you know, other county employees bringing their cars by. You know, they come by, check on us all the time and stuff, and just meeting them and kind of like branching out along throughout the whole county and all the employees of all the different departments, because they all end up here at some point, relying on us to get their cars back on the road. So we make friends every day.
I don't think people realize just the sheer volume of work that comes through here.
We are responsible for 817 assets, and right now we only have about 6 mechanics to handle all that, so we have a very high workload. So we're working as proficient, as efficient as possible. With the addition of this new facility, it has greatly reduced that time frame as far as how long it takes to get a car in and out. So hopefully we'll see the outcome of that sooner than later, since we've only been here for about a month now. You may bring your car for an oil change, but when we pull it in, we're going through it. We're checking your lights, we're checking your tires, we're checking your brakes, we're fixing it. We may not even tell you that we found something wrong, and it's fixed before you get the car back. Our goal in the last 3 to 4 years since I've been in the office is preventative maintenance. Preventative maintenance is the best way to stop failures from happening. So our goal is to make sure every vehicle, no matter how big, small, emergency vehicle, non-emergency vehicle, that it goes oil change to oil change without a failure in between. And if we can do that and keep those failure rates down, we're doing our job.